Nicole? All right, can everybody hear me okay?
Red 5 standing by.
All
Or
right.
I guess that would be copy gold leader.
There we go. I like that. All right. So first thing we need to discuss is we need a committee chair for the events. Shonda has too much on her plate being, the cashier and all that, and the assistant manager for bingo. So does anybody here have interest in being the events chairperson? I had a feeling it was going to get real quiet.
Well, I can't speak up.
No, and I have, I can help out and I can continue to take the lead as need be. So then the next thing on the agenda would be rummage sale. Is there anybody that wants to talk about the rummage sale?
Yeah, this is Cheryl. Has
Yep.
there been any changes to the drop-off time? He had originally said 3 to 6 p.m. So I'm assuming that is what we're going to be setting up on Friday if we want to come early.
Correct. Yep. 3 to 6, Friday the 3rd.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what about the deal with the those new kind of chains you put in and everything? I know that there is some problem. I'm just wondering about the parking for the event.
So the chains are removable. So those ones, when we have events, then we just bring the chains down so that there's enough people or there's enough space for the event. But mainly the chains are there for when we are not there to prevent people from doing donuts and using our parking lot as a racetrack.
Now, are the posts that the chains connect to, are those permanently in place? So those will always be there.
If we absolutely need to remove them, we can, but we do have them drilled to the ground as currently.
Because my suggestion is, I don't know, maybe they're okay, but is to be sure that we have reflective paint on them so that they shine out in the dark. So we don't have someone pulling in and, you know.
Yes, well, they are bright yellow, and so they are somewhat reflective. And then the chains themselves also have little ribbons attached to them so that people can see that as well.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's good.
They're a glossy, bright yellow.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, have you had any feedback from like people, bingo players, or from other people since we started using them?
I heard one report of someone who was disappointed that she didn't, because she took her son to the parking lot to teach him to drive. And we explained the other, they can use the upper lot, they can use the narrow access on the opposite side. They can take down the chains. No one's going to stop them if they take down the chains to enter. You know, it's just a barrier to entry. It's an extra step to discourage people who are just looking for a quick thrill.
Right.
And frankly, if someone is using the parking lot for those purposes, they need to contact us and let us know. We need to be in communication. So yeah, there has been one, there was one report of that so far.
Okay. So what's the next event that's coming up? Is it that tea that we had before? What's next on the agenda?
So the first one is the rummage sale, and then comes the artisan marketplace. And then after that is our members dinner. Let me pull up the calendar real quick. Okay, so we've got, so yeah, the rummage sale in January.
Mm-hmm.
February 4th. Sorry about that. And then the artisan marketplace is going to be Saturday, March 4th and 5th.
But it was on Valpak is only the 4th.
Yeah, I did see that, but it'll be okay. We'll just make sure we advertise everywhere else that it's for both days. That was apparently we all missed that because we had 3 different sets of eyes check that and nobody caught it. And then April 1st is going to be the members dinner.
April Fool's Day.
Yep. So we'll see how many fools show up. Oh, gosh. And then we've got May 6th. That's the spring tea party.
Okay.
And then June 3rd is the next artisan marketplace. That's the June 3rd and 4th. And then July 1st, we've got a members picnic. And that one is going to be, you know, potluck style, barbecue style, I believe. So that's July. August 5th is going to be, so August 5th, we've talked about making it the artisan marketplace, but I believe we are actually going to shift that slightly to do an indoor, outdoor, just a market in general. It's not going to be just handcrafted. That one will be for, if there's MLMs that want to participate, you know, the multi-level marketing, you know, Tupperware and Scentsy and all that. If they want to participate in that one, I think we are going to shift that one. And we'll just
call that marketplace and not artisan.
Yeah. Or like it'll be like basically a vendor fair style.
Well, it was kind of nice having last year the like a community, some kind of community thing.
Yes, we had the community fair. And that's basically the same kind of vibe. So it's going to be everybody. It'll be indoor and outdoor. We now have the canopies that can help for those who are outdoor as well, that we can rent out. And then September 2nd is going to be basically a looks like we've got it set for a members dinner. So like a fall members dinner, I guess. That may change as of right now. I'm not sure what the plans are going to be for that. And then October, we've got the rummage sale on the 7th. And then that one in October, we've also got the haunted clubhouse. And that one I think we have for the 21st and the 22nd. And then November, we've got the holiday bazaar on the 4th and the 5th.
So we're doing it in November instead of December?
Yes, so we do the holiday bazaar in November, and then we do the holiday party the first weekend in December.
Okay.
So that's what we have set up for the year right now. Go ahead.
The September 2nd dinner, that is a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
So I don't know how much of that.
Yeah. I'm just going to delete that one because honestly, there has not been anything planned for that one. And with it being a holiday weekend, I think we might pick another weekend or pick another event for that.
Or not have anything that weekend.
Yeah, or just not have anything that month. So I'm going to delete that for right now. And then if we come up with something between now and September, then great. We can put something else there.
Well, also somebody might want to rent it that weekend.
Absolutely. Yeah. So was there any questions about the year's calendar so far?
Mrs. Cheryl, I don't have a question, but I like the idea of the in and out market in August, because I didn't do it last year because it was just too hot, and it gives you an option. You get sunstroke and you have canopies and stuff, but I think that's a real good option in making it more inclusive, a lot of variety and so forth to draw them in. Go ahead. I wanted to know what our membership is right now, because we've lost a lot of the old members, and this makes a difference on work committees and how many people are coming to events and all of that. So I was curious if we've had a head count recently, just to get an idea.
Well, as far as this year, we have only gotten up to like 30 something, I believe, who have renewed. I can double check that list right now too.
So we're about halfway down, about half from what we were a year ago.
Correct.
Yeah. When I started the club, I think it was about 2015. We had about 200 members, and then it went down to 150 for a while, and then 100 was what we considered low. So now we're really low. So that whole issue of, getting people to participate in everything, and, to make it viable, that's what I was afraid of.
Yes.
Well, and the problem is with COVID, that cut down a lot of people getting out.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I became president, we had 72 members. We doubled that in the first year, but frankly, the people that we got during that first year didn't really want to be members. They were signing up for different promotional things. We've got to be looking at the quality as well as the quantity of members.
Right.
And I do know there are quite a few people who have just yet to renew yet. I've talked to quite a few of them that are planning to renew, just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are currently at 32. And I know of at least 2, 3, 4, about 10 or more people that are planning to renew that just haven't yet. And quite a few who plan to do that at the next general meeting.
Okay.
Which is next week.
Correct. So as far as the rummage sale goes, we have got, oh, where'd it go? We have sold at least 35 tables. And that's just the ones that I know about. And then John has the other list, the most recent, because I believe he's been doing the calls. But we've sold at least 35 tables, and we're currently at about $220 in table sales.
Okay.
One of the things that we need to really focus on this year, especially, is advertising and different options. I did find an option to do foam core style boards, poster boards. That, so they have that extra sturdy and they're waterproof, that will fit inside of our sandwich boards. And those ones we can reuse for each event. So we just change the date on those ones. And so we can just reuse them for every event, and we don't have to keep making new ones with each time.
Well, you could just put it as generalized, artisan market, and not have dates on it.
Exactly. And then each time we just, change the dates on there with, a little add-on. So we are looking at doing that, and possibly a couple of banners, getting some of the vinyl printed banners and hanging those up. There's at least 2 spots that I know of, and we can talk to some other local businesses and seeing if they'd allow us to hang some of our banners there as well.
Well, that one sign that has fluorescent, the word West Side Improvement Club in fluorescent, putting a banner there that's going to be there all the time, that can be readable, because that sign is not really that readable.
Yeah, and that's been a problem. We have not yet put the money, because we were originally going to switch that to, well, originally we were making the sign and it wasn't realized that it couldn't be seen. And then once we got done with that, it was kind of a realization that a reader board style, that we can slide the different letters and change the message on that, is going to be a better, more functional sign.
How much would something like that cost?
I think we figured it out. It's about $230 something, 250, somewhere around there. Okay. So my goal is to, if we can earn at least that from the rummage sale, we can put our vendor money into getting that, because that would make a big difference for events. So I would love if the events could help to pay for that.
Okay, this is Cheryl. When we first did our budget to cut back on our spending, because we were going in the hole a lot, the rummage sale was, we tried to make it so it would cover the expenses like advertising and everything. And one thing is, John Becker tends to put an ad in the paper, and I've seen where the advertising costs that he did were $162. And so that's one thing, is to talk to him about that, how much money for an ad or something, maybe he had done too. But then when I had it, I used Craigslist, and I started ahead. And of course, you have all of the other Facebook pages and whatever. And I don't think we did Did we do one? We might have done on the paper, but it was just a few lines because I don't think we draw so much from that anymore. But so if you're talking about saving to it, a good idea to buy the other notification materials, we have to really control how much we're putting in on ads, and especially because we used to fill the club up. I think I had 52 tables, or sometimes I had overflow. So I'm just saying we need to be aware of that. We can't count on it if he's going to put a lot into paid ads.
I am not aware if he had planned to do that. As far as I know, he has not gotten that approved. And since, oh, is that me?
Sorry about.
Oh, I thought my computer was ringing. As far as I know, but I will definitely check with him, but I have not heard anything about doing an ad so far.
Well, you can do a real short little thing, but it takes up a bit of the money, and if you sharing your idea about what we might consider using the profit from, and we have to cut back on what we're going to do for advertising if it's going to be a large amount of money, if he knows that or something. But I would definitely look at that, because that's going to take up most of your money if he really goes for like he did before. Because I used to track for the things how much we paid at each rummage sale, how many tables, what we took in, and how much for advertising and stuff. So and it's kind of passe now anyway. People don't really read the newspaper classifieds much anymore. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, because if we're going to save some money, I think that's a big cost that we need to look at.
I'm going to actually text him right now just to see if that is something he is planning on doing.
And how much or where, because,
1 second. Okay. And then the one other thing that we have to keep in mind too is that when we have the kitchen open, we're also helping to cover the cost of wages for the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Does the kitchen pay for itself when we have it open for like rummage sales or for artisan markets?
They definitely get the money back for their food. Yes, they do really well for event sales.
Right, but what I'm saying is, are we getting enough to pay for their their
wages?
Their wages. That's it. My mind has gone to man.
It's been hit or miss, but more often than not, the wages are covered, but it's not guaranteed.
Right. I'm just thinking that if we're not going to make enough at the kitchen to pay for the wages and for the food, maybe we should cut down the hours that the kitchen's open.
In the past, the kitchen, well, we used to have the people come in, but anyway, the big sales in the kitchen were the vendors. In the morning, they might want coffee or something to eat if they come in early. And then they might buy something for lunch, whatever, but I never saw very many customers eating there. So it's kind of like more for our convenience. And, and then in the afternoon, I don't know if they sold much at all, but it was early breakfast and then kind of lunchtime, and that was it.
Okay, maybe in the advertisements, we will say that the kitchen is open.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. To make it a little more, come in. I mean, the food is inexpensive, come on in, come on down.
Yes, I do agree that we need to advertise our kitchen more and put that in our ads. And but I do think that the vendors, especially, they really prefer having the kitchen. You're right, Cheryl, because when they get there, especially like at the artisan marketplace and all that, I've noticed that the vendors are like, they come hungry. They know that they like the food, the cost is fair, and so they do come hungry.
Yeah, no, I think that's okay. I don't know if, you know, we talked about those, what do you call those? Folding boards, you know, where you have the two sides and
Sandwich boards.
The sandwich boards.
I couldn't think of it. I'm talking about food, I should remember. But okay, the sandwich board. Now, you know, we're going to advertise, but it might be nice if we had something out by the main door that advertises the kitchen. And we're serving this and that, you know, and come and have, while you shop, come and, you know, come see us, you know, whatever. But that, I'm sure a lot of people don't know about it, or a lot of them will circle through. They never went into the kitchen much unless we had some people on overflow, vendors. Okay. But that, I think if we advertise it when people are coming up, because we may have some newbies and stuff, we might generate a little bit more.
I agree. I think that's a great idea.
And then the hours that you're going to be open, you know, breakfast and lunch and, you know, that thing, because we've never done that. And that might help us a little bit, because now we have to pay the wages and everything. Money is more of a concern.
Yes.
Well, also like at the artisan market, they have the coffee and tea set up where the vendors can just help themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we don't pay for it. Maybe a donation jar would be nice, you know, a little something, because on the whole, we don't pay for that, or they've never had us pay for it.
Well, the coffee and all that, that was Shonda's idea for the vendors. They get the coffee and tea for free. And that was donated by the club. Right. So we can definitely, they used to have a donation box that I had seen at one point, to accept any kind of donations / tips that were separate from the staff. So that might be something that we do, you know, as a little sign that says, if you'd like to give back to our club for whatever, you can donate here.
Another thing I was thinking of on the artisan market, in the advertisements, you know, they can come in free, but if they want to bring non-perishable foods, so we can keep restocking the little blue pantry.
Yes. That was something we had done in the past too, was giving people like a discount or a incentive to bring the foods for, my words today, I can't make them.
For like the food bank or the backpack brigade, or now we have the little blue pantry.
Yes.
And it's either that or donation jars for everything.
And we can also do raffles now. And so we can do paid raffles, because that is now officially set up. I was talking with the ladies today. So we could also set up a 50-50 raffle during our events and continue to make some more money.
Right. But the 50-50, they have to be there for it. So it would basically be almost on an hourly basis.
True.
Because they're not going to have their names on it.
So maybe we don't do the 50-50 for that one. We do a different style raffle and give away a prize.
Well, you could do that. Or we also need to do silent auctions. And vendors need to, you know, as part of they're getting it for what, $25, $35 a weekend, which is next to nothing. That is one of the things that they need to do, is to put something in the silent auction.
Mm-hmm.
So now the one thing I will say is, as far as the silent auction goes, is that there's been quite a few people who will bid on the silent auction. And then when it comes time to collect or pick up, we still have items that are in the club that did not get picked up from the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, on the silent auction, we need to have them put their name and their phone number or email.
Yes, and they did, and we'd contact them, and we just never got any response back.
Oh, then we put it in this next one.
Yep, and that's exactly what we had planned.
And we could actually do it at the rummage sale too.
This is true.
You know,
do you know if the Boy Scouts, I had paid for 2 tables. Do you know if the Boy Scouts are going to be using that at the sale?
I believe they are planning on it. Yes.
Oh, okay, good. I wanted to, I'm glad the Scouts are going to use it. Okay, thank you.
And I haven't heard anything back as far as the homeschoolers, whether they wanted a table or not. But yeah, so far we've got 35 tables sold, and I don't know if John is added to that list at all.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And the question is, when the homeschoolers came in, they said a whole bunch of them were going to join the club.
Yeah.
Has that happened?
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You know, because they're using the facilities every Tuesday for free.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of what they said they would be doing. So I was just curious.
Yeah, that is something I am going to be touching base with them here very soon. And so, yeah, but that's separate from events.
Right, I know, but it's just, my brain is just gone. Zoop.
Oh, no, I do it all the time. That's how I live my life.
Shonda, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Shonda, you had talked about the kids club in the future.
Yes.
So that might be a selling point if we want to seriously consider that in some way, especially toward fall or whatever, or summer, something, if we got going on that, might be a draw for some of the homeschoolers to join.
Yes, that is something that we have already started advertising for it, and we are accepting junior memberships right now, or the kids club memberships right now. There hasn't been a whole lot of take on that, but it has, that is something I'm going to try to go in either tomorrow or next week during the homeschool event, and basically pass out some flyers and all that with the information for the kids club, and hopefully that will inspire the homeschoolers to join as well.
Are we going scheduling as far as the events? Mm-hmm. The kids club, is that going to be a certain day of the month, like the third Friday or something?
Yeah, that's my goal, is to do it on a Friday. And I want to, I'm going to avoid the first Friday because we usually have events that following Saturday.
Right. I understand that, but like second, third, or fourth Friday.
Yes, that's what the plan is, but I'm not going to schedule anything until we have more people who are participating. But yes, I'm thinking probably the second Friday, because we usually have the first and third Mondays to do events, so it kind of separates things out a little bit.
Okay. Okay, my mind is just went blank again.
Welcome to the club. So we have I put the rummage sale ads all over Facebook. We have the vendors group on Facebook. Are you guys both part of the Facebook vendors group?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, perfect. So that is a great place that we are going to be sharing the different graphics and flyers that we can share with the people on our own Facebook groups. And then I'm sending out a reminder email for the event here probably today or tomorrow for the entire list of the membership. And then we've got Valpak, and then so we don't have the signs created yet for the rummage sale. So I may end up making a trip to Dollar Tree and seeing if we can't make some before the weekend. Other than that, was there anything else that anybody wanted to?
Yeah, this is Cheryl again. I don't know how to get into the club since you were having problems about the alarm and all of that. So I just hope that someone, John will be opening, but I hope someone can show me actually how to do it and where you go, because I have to write things down, because I'm afraid to deal with the doors because I'm afraid I'm going to set something off.
Oh
So,
yeah, absolutely. I will be there.
okay,
So on Friday when you come,
right.
let me know. I will try to be there during that time as well, and then I can show you exactly how to get in. But it's basically you gave us a 4-digit code. You punch
Mhm,
that code into the door and then hit the quick set, which is the bigger button above all the numbers,
mhm.
and that will unlock the door. And then you go to the panel, which is right inside the door, and type in your code there, and that's it.
So you have to do it in 2 places then.
I don't think we've changed it back as of right now. I believe yes.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'll just see it and um look on and look on that because I want to know. Because you might come to the club sometime, and I did. I know there's been a lot of back and forth. So now are our lights in good shape? Because I know we got them fixed outside, but is there a new problem that developed with them again?
So we've got the side door by Katie's room, up the upper lot. That light has been fixed.
Okay.
We've got the light on the opposite side near the smoke shed. That light has been fixed.
Okay.
And then we thought some of the parking lot lights were working, but apparently they are not. I do have a message out. I did have a bid pending from Ahern to come back. They usually take about a month before they can get back to us, but we are
Yeah.
going to get another bid to see about doing the parking lot lights and the basketball court lights.
Okay, because part of the setup from 3 to 6, it's going to be dark. I'm planning to come at 3, but I probably won't get out of there till about 4:30. But then also, what was I trying to say? It'll be dark, and also for the sale itself, if it's ending at 3 o'clock, people have to pack up, and by the time some of us get out of there, it's going to be close to 5. It'll start to be getting dark. So
yeah, that light definitely made the difference.
Yeah, and if the lights are working, because it's you're carrying boxes and things downstairs. So yeah, I just was curious to know for safety reasons.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I have one other question. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. This is what it's for.
Well, I never heard. I don't remember hearing anything. I know we had the members dinner for the Christmas Thanksgiving, and then we had the bad weather. I couldn't make it because it was too icy. I had to turn around. But I'm curious, how many people actually showed up, and did we have way too much food again?
No, we did not have way too much food again. There was the only stuff that was really left was like some stuffing and some we actually had a pretty good turnout, and we kept it small this time, so we did not have a whole lot of extra.
Yeah, okay. I was curious because it was real icy.
Yeah.
Roads were icy, and I tried, but I couldn't do it. But maybe people who live locally in the area there might have been a little bit different, but not going on 16 and going to the freeway.
Oh yeah. There we didn't have a whole lot of people who were outside of Bremerton. That's for sure.
Okay, yeah, all right. And then let's see.
I think Shonda was one of the only ones that I know of.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's coming down from near the ferry down here, and that's a little ways.
Manchester,
down.
Yeah,
and
basically Hills.
7 miles from the Fred Meyer.
Yeah, Hills too. It depends on you have to go along the water, otherwise you're going to be. Wow. Okay, that's all I have, and hopefully, we have things planned, but the question is getting together to do some things like in person. I think it helps because you brainstorm and you can look at some stuff, but we have something fixed here, but there may be some other stuff that we can squeeze in on some way, shape, or form.
And we want to get the tea party. We want to start plans for that, and we'll probably do that this next month. Wait, because that one's April or March? Hold on.
That's May.
May. Okay, May for Mother's Day.
Okay, so next events club, I'm going to try to get back on since I'm taking over the chairperson role for right now, Let's plan on meeting again regularly the last Monday of every month for events, 6:30.
Okay. Yeah, because we can work ahead on stuff for making things ahead, so we're not cut at the last minute, or like food plans and stuff like that.
And with the good thing about this year is that the majority of the events that we've already done events like that in the past, so we have a good head start on what to expect and how to make it work.
Right. Okay.
I have another question. This is Sally. You said something about vendors coming with bingo nights. What is that all about?
So we had one of our vendors actually came up with the idea. And so right before bingo starts from 4 to 6, we are giving a vendor space in Molly's room, the money room in the back corner.
Okay.
We're giving them a vendor space for them to sell their items to the bingo crew during that time. And that has also been helping to advertise for our upcoming events. We had multiple people from bingo show up to the artisan marketplace knowing that that vendor was going to be there again at our events.
Oh, that's good.
And do we have to sign up to do it?
Yes, because we are going to start scheduling it so that we have people booked out. And so the best person to talk to for that one would be Shonda.
Okay.
And I was hoping she'd be here tonight, but she has been super busy. So I don't know. I think she was charging $10 or $20. I can't remember to vend there. And you would do it for Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you'd be there all 3 days for the $20. So you get the bingo week for that $20.
Okay. But the whole thought was you have to pack up and unpack every day.
No, if you are going to be there for all 3 days, you can leave your items there.
And nobody will touch them.
Nope, nobody's touching them because we've got our cameras and they're still shutting everything down. You can also always just put it in a box or things like that, or make it like the last vendor who was the Susan Doles. She's one of our newer members. She was doing things like purses and wallets and things like that, which went over really, really well. She made a decent haul. And she would just basically bring totes and pull her stuff out and keep them in the buckets, and make it so that it's an easy
access,
easy in and out. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because basically I'm thinking if I do it, it's only going to be one item I'll bring and not everything.
Yes. And she did find that too, like don't bring a huge selection, and bring items that are easily set up and tore down.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe
be there for 3 hours.
The shopping bags that I make.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So definitely get in touch with Shonda, and she can tell you what days are available, because I do not have that information.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Was there anything else anybody wanted to add today?
Yeah, I'm just curious, but how is bingo doing? We had that wonderful, I think, we had that, what was it? Was it Thanksgiving? I don't know. We had, we did a bunch of extra efforts or something. I don't know what you called it.
So they're doing specials. They're for all the holidays, they're doing specials, and that has been huge. They have been filling those seats. They had, over 100 people at one point, and then they're starting the 50-50, I believe, this week or next. I think it might even be starting for the Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah,
and
I think Teresa's doing a really good job too. She
doing
seems to be
amazing.
on
Yes.
top of stuff. She really has blossomed, and
Agreed.
she takes personal pride. Well, I was just curious, because we have to do something to compete, to draw people in, and also maybe publishing the events, like you say, and then club membership, so that could really work well for us.
Yes, it has been making a difference. I would love to try and get, I mean, this isn't technically events, but I would love to try to get more of the bingo people, find some incentive for them to join the club. We can't give discounts on any of the bingo papers or anything like that, but we were talking about doing kind of a rewards program for those. If you show up so many times, you get a certain percentage off food or something along those lines, and having like membership cards. And so we're trying to get the sustainability and try to get as many of the bingo members to join the club as well. So if there's not anything else, I do need to head out. I got to go pick up my kids by 7:30.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. 7:15 now.
Thankfully, it's only about 8 minutes away, but
okay. Well, anyway, yeah, just go. We had a meeting and we talked, so we know where we are now. So okay. Thank you.
And you're welcome. And then I will see you guys at the next meeting, and then we will plan to do this every month, the last day of the month at 6:30. We will get back on schedule.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And we'll see you next Monday is the general meeting.
Yep. We'll see you then.
Okay.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, loves.
Bye.
Bye.